Rejoice and be glad, for today the Lord has made. I had 3 videos that I had on my other YouTube channel before I deleted it. I had for President Vladimir Putin a message, President Donald Trump a message, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu I had a message as well. The message is simple, and it's right here. And the message is that Israel was renamed to first Syria, Palestine, and then to Palestine. This comes from the Roman Emperor changed the name. The Emperor was Hadrian, who changed the name of the province, first to Syria, Palestine, and then to Palestine. He changed the capital as well, Jerusalem, to a different name as well. It was done in an attempt to erase the historical ties of the Jewish people to the region. It did very well. The people who called themselves Palestine are not Palestine. They never existed. Hadrian made this name up, and the reason he made the name of Palestine up is from the Philistines. David and Goliath were Philistines. They were the enemy of Israel. Therefore, he named the land after the enemy of Israel. Therefore, Benjamin Netanyahu already knows it. Mr. Trump, Vladimir Putin, the land and Jerusalem belong to Israel. The temple there is not a Muslim temple. The temple where the Dome of the Rock is sitting on the Dome of the Rock, or the Dome of the Rock is sitting on the place where the Holy of Holies was, possibly, which was Solomon's temple, a Jewish temple for the God Yahweh, Jehovah. Okay, that's where the temple was. So it's a Jewish temple. That's where the Romans went in and destroyed it, because it was Jewish, not the Ottoman Empire for 400 years, from 1500 to 1917. For 400 years, the Ottoman Empire ruled over that area, calling it Palestine. And the Balfour Act, is they could have renamed it right then. The British could have been beautiful with the chivalry and allowed the name to go back to Israel. And the corruption and everything else that's going on right now, and the persecution of the people of Israel, should stop. Israel belongs with the capital of Jerusalem. Jerusalem is where Jesus went into the capital of Israel. That's where Solomon's temple was. That's where the Jewish people went into the worship on the temple before it was destroyed. The Dome of the Rock, a Jewish, a Muslim temple on there, is to desecrate the Muslim. Muslims are desecrating the Jewish temple purposely. That's the jealousy of Ishmael and Isaac. Ishmael was born first, but was not of the covenant. Ishmael was of the flesh. Isaac was born with the covenant, because Abraham was told by God that him and his wife Sarah would have the covenant, in which he would have a covenant which was to bring forth the Messiah, Jesus of Nazareth. Which he did. He went into Jerusalem. Daniel doesn't prophesy that his people in Moscow, or his people in Washington, D.C., or London, or France, Paris. It's his people in Jerusalem. The city of his people was Jerusalem. To sit there and take this capital from them is to go against God, which is exactly what's going to happen. The judgment, the wrath and everything of God, going to pour out his wrath upon the people of this world who mock him by taking his land and dividing it. President Trump, we're coming up with a solar clip that's going to sit there and cut the United States of America in half. If you cut Jerusalem in half, America could be cut in half. Whosoever curses Israel shall be cursed, but whoever blesses Israel shall be blessed. Vladimir Putin, we had, in World War II, we had a relationship with you. We were allies. I present the offer that at the end of World War II, the Nazis in America under Operation Paperclip allowed Galen's organization to come in. The KGB, you knew they were German. You caught them. You made them double agent. Well, I suggest, sir, they were triple agent. They were working for Hitler. They told you lies that the Americans were going to attack you. They told the Americans that Russia, you, the country, was going to attack America. And what happened was the East-West Berlin and the Berlin Wall went up. The division between Allies, who now stand as adversaries. Germany and Hitlerism all stepped back, and Russia and America now duking it out. Problem is down there in Antarctic, as the Germans' Horse Reich is getting ready to come out, and he's going to take over the world. He's going to be the Horse Reich, is the Hitler, maybe a clone. He's going to set himself up, wanting you first, all the nations, Russia, America, China, all thermonuclear weapons to be used so that there's nothing left, and they just have to mop up and set up his kingdom for 1,000 years is what he believes. We can either stop it now, or we sit there and be tricked and go into doing exactly what the ancients did, and that is using weapons of mass destruction on each other. Death and destruction. Isn't that what the devil comes to do? He comes to kill and destroy. Isn't that what these weapons do? The other side was thermal power plants, nuclear power plants. So the tree of good and evil is, this is the evil, the good would be power plants. Israel belongs to, capital of Jerusalem belongs to them. They have a right. The emperor, Roman emperor, renamed that area Palestine after the Philistine. Give it back to the people. And we give back God what it belongs to God. And what is of man, give unto man. This is just going to be a 7-minute one, or nothing.